Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. It is me, Egghead. So today we're going to do a review on two different wigs. Again, I'm doing the thing where I'm going to try and match my eye look to said wig. So today's wig is green. Today I'm working with a new company called MirrorPass. This was not sponsored, but I was given a discount code that is affiliated, which means that I get commission off of it, just to be fully transparent. This is what the box looks like. Once you open the box, there's this paper, you open it, there's the wig. Typical wig cap. There's a comb with what I think are bobby pins. Oh cool, there's one of these scented things. I actually need this for my car. And then there's this shell thing, which I think is probably a mirror. It's a mirror. Cool, I like this, very cute. So this is what the wig looks like. As you can tell, it's a lime green with black roots. It is a lace front, and as usual it has the clips here and then the adjustment down here. One thing that is different about this wig is the length. You guys know I usually wear quite long wigs. The funny thing is I have a big number of short wigs, but I just haven't been into wearing them. But I really want to try again, because what's the point of having wigs if you don't wear them? Anyway, I'm gonna cut off the lace and just put this straight onto my head to see what it looks like. Okay, so this is what the wig looks like if I just straight up put it on my head without making any modifications. I'm honestly kind of tripping a little bit because, like I said, I'm used to longer wigs. I also realized that it's shorter in the back and longer in the front, which I don't have a problem with. I'll show you the back in a second. As always, what I'm gonna do is just thin it out and make it, I don't want to say realistic, but you know what I mean. This is what the back looks like. Okay, so I'm back. I don't know how much you can tell from this distance. So, first of all, I put the part on the side because I always get feedback that when I put it in the middle, especially if it's exactly in the middle, it looks faker. So to put it slightly off center or to the side, so I just figured I'd put it to the side. I thinned it out quite a bit. As you saw, obviously I didn't include the entire time it took because that would be pretty boring to watch. It doesn't feel too thick now, like as you can see from this side, it's not like I have a huge handful of hair, especially because, like I said, it is layered. What I also did is in the front, this strand here and a couple of other strands, I made it slightly shorter in order to, or at least to try to better frame my face so it's not just like I actually really like how this turned out, surprisingly, because like I said, I'm not used to shorter wigs. I really like the color. I was a little bit worried it would clash, but I think the color is cool toned enough where it doesn't make me look sickly. Like warm yellows make me look sickly. So you can let me know what you think in the comments down below. As for the quality, I think this wig was entirely up to par. There wasn't much shedding. Now, of course, I say not much because when you're thinning it out, of course, it's going to shed. That's the point. You want to remove extra hair. But when I'm brushing right through it, you know, after removing all the excess hair from the cutting, it seemed entirely fine. It didn't seem to shed more than any other wig I have. It is somewhat shiny, but it is synthetic fiber, so that is neither new nor surprising. Anyway, let's get on to the next wig. All right, so I know I look crazy, but let's move on to wig number 2. Hopefully this look will look less crazy when I have the wig on. I don't know if you can tell, I can't tell from the viewfinder, but my brows are a dark red. This box, like the other one, has the wig on top. These two cute little hair clips. There's the wig caps per usual. There are the bobby pins with the comb, and then there's another car scent thingy. So this is what the wig looks like, very Ariel, the Little Mermaid. I don't really have red wigs, which is why I opted for this one. It's a typical lace front with the adjustments, just like the other one. It is very thick, so it will take quite a bit of thinning out. Okay, so I tried pushing it back more, but if I push... I'm sorry, I just saw myself in the viewfinder. But if I push it back more, then my brown is gonna start popping out, which if this wig had roots wouldn't be a problem, but it makes a pretty big contrast, so we'll have to figure that one out. Aside from that, as expected, very thick. Unless you were cosplaying, I'd probably suggest to thin it out. Even if you are cosplaying, I think it's just easier to manage having a thinner one because it weighs obviously less and then it looks more realistic. Anyway, I'm gonna change this wig up as always and I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. So if you could see it from one of the recordings, this lace front doesn't go as far up here on the roots as the other one, in the sense that it stops pretty much here and then there are like the wefts of hair, which means I can't pluck or cut farther back as I usually would, like on the other one. I'll show you. Here you can see that it goes all the way until over here. With this one, I don't know if it's because of how the wefts are put, it doesn't go that far back, which in and of itself is not that big of a deal. I was just surprised. Aside from that, it also has this front section that goes in a kind of a weird U shape for these bangs. Now, I think the whole point of these bangs is to mimic Ariel's hair. You know how it has that like big swoop thing going on? These bangs can get really frustrating, of course. You can clip them back or do something with them. I'm just showing you what the deal is. Probably if I push it more to the side, it would help too. Anyway, I did thin this one out without straightening it because all my wigs are straight because I straighten them, so I wanted something a little bit different. However, I do like the finished product. I think I'd probably end up wearing this either with a beanie or clipping part of hair back somehow because it's a lot to manage and it keeps falling on my face. But in terms of quality, I think this one is the same as the lime green one. I think it's good quality. There wasn't much shedding, so I give it an A for that. I'll show you what this one looks like from the back too. So this is what it looks like in the back. I have to say I am a fan of these waves. I find them pretty and not too fake looking. Of course, I think it'll be good if I just put it on my little mannequin head and let them fizzle out slightly so it's less artificial looking. But aside from that, I am happy with this wig, though it's still pretty thick, so I might thin it out slightly more depending on how I feel wearing this because it can get heavy. But all in all, I am a fan of both of these wigs. I think the quality is good, so I would definitely recommend them if you are interested. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always, and I'll catch you guys next time.